Whispers in the dust. E Squadron's lethal labyrinth in Iraq's inferno. Picture the scene. Baghdad's moonlit minarets pierce a sky thick with the acrid smoke of burning oil fields. It's March 2003 and the world watches as coalition tanks rumble across the desert, but beneath their headlines a far deadlier game unfolds. Who are the spectral figures darting through alleyways, their faces smeared with camo paint, whispering coordinates that summon fire from the heavens? Could it be that MI6's most elusive killers, drawn from the SAS, SBS, and SRR, are the true architects of chaos, hunting Saddam's inner circle like predators in a sandstorm? What if one wrong shadow meant not just mission failure, but a gruesome end at the hands of Ba'athist torturers? Hold your breath, because we're unraveling the blood-soaked saga of E Squadron, the increment's razor edge, in a tale of betrayal, bullets, and bombs that could rewrite the invasion's hidden history. This isn't war, it's a heart-pounding thriller where every step echoes with the click of a primed detonator and the line between hero and ghost blurs into oblivion. The enigma emerges. Forging phantoms from fire and steel, our detective yarn kicks off in the clandestine bowels of Vauxhall Cross, MI6's fortress, where E Squadron is birthed from the ashes of necessity. Not just any unit, this is a Frankenstein's monster of elite warriors, SAS saboteurs who can halo jump from 30,000 feet into enemy territory, SBS frogmen versed in underwater demolitions, and SRR scouts who melt into crowds like smoke. Recruited with ironclad vetting, 5 years minimum in special forces, polygraphs that probe your soul, these operators aren't soldiers, they're chameleons armed to the teeth, trained in everything from rigging civilian trawlers for covert insertions to sniping from Baghdad's crumbling rooftops. Pre-invasion, the thrill ramps up. E Squadron slips across borders under the cover of night, sabotaging ammo dumps and scouting regime bunkers in ops so black they don't even whisper their names. One sensational leak reveals a hair-raising resupply convoy in the first Gulf War's Echo, trucks laden with gear dodging Iraqi patrols, but in 2003 it's amplified. Convoys morph into high-speed dashes through minefields, evading Fedayeen ambushes with suppressed MP5s barking in the dark. These aren't desk jockeys, they're the increments in forces where MI6's intel meets SAS fury and the rules bendable as a desert mirage. As the invasion erupts on March 20th, E Squadron doesn't retreat, they dive deeper, transforming from scouts into executioners in a post-Saddam apocalypse where every shadow hides a sniper. Bloodhunt unleashed, laser eyes on Chemical, Ali, and the Ba'athist beasts. The invasion's dust barely settles when the real manhunt ignites. Ba'athist remnants, slimy as scorpions, burrow into Basra's canals and Baghdad's sewers, plotting comebacks with smuggled RPGs and suicide vests. E Squadron, they're the hounds, laser-designating airstrike targets with pinpoint precision, turning safe houses into infernos. But the crown jewel, the pursuit of Ali Hassan al-Majid, Chemical Ali, the genocidal cousin of Saddam who gassed thousands in Halabja. April 2003, intel floods in from shady informants, paid in blood money, pinning him to a Basra villa. E Squadron embeds, hearts thundering, binoculars scanning from rooftops as Fedayeen guards patrol. Then the drama explodes. Coalition jets roar in, guided by E Squadron's ground lasers, obliterating the compound in a fireball that lights the night sky. Reports scream victory. Chemical Ali's body found amid the rubble, but twist. It's a body double, a Ba'athist decoy rigged to fool the world. Ali slips away, a ghost in the chaos, until August when he's finally snared alive thanks to E Squadron's relentless web of spies and trackers. Sensational whispers emerge, operators planting bugs in Ali's convoy, dodging roadside bombs, even a near miss where an F-16's errant strike almost buries their team under collapsing walls. Not just airstrikes, these phantoms raid homes themselves, bursting through doors in midnight assaults, zip-tying suspects as gunfire echoes through Basra's Venice of the East, now a venomous viper's nest of IEDs and betrayal. If these pulse-racing revelations from the shadows have you gripped, why not dive deeper? Subscribe to Behind Veiled Truths on YouTube for exclusive breakdowns of Black Ops legends, your front row seat to history's hidden battles. Check it out, https://www.youtube.com/Behind Veiled Truths. Now let's plunge into the urban maelstrom. Nightly nightmares, Baghdad's bullet ballet, and Basra's betrayal. Labyrinth, as spring bleeds into a scorching summer, the insurgency erupts like a volcano. E Squadron pivots, becoming MI6's scalpel in the heart of hell, Baghdad and Basra, where death lurks in every marketplace. In Baghdad, it's pure adrenaline overload. SAS elements, bolstered by E Squadron's elite, launch ops nearly every night, a relentless rhythm of raids that turns the city into their deadly playground. Picture this. Operators in unmarked Toyotas weaving through checkpoints, tails on insurgent couriers, smuggling Iranian explosives. One electrifying account. A squad tracks a bomb maker to a Sunni safe house, kicking in the door amid a hail of AK-47 fire, seizing laptops crammed with attack blueprints just as a car bomb ticks nearby. But Basra, that's where the thriller turns noir. The port city's Shia militias boil over, kidnapping patrols and rigging canals with mines. E Squadron dives in, deep cover as merchants in the souks, cultivating turncoats with wads of cash and promises of extraction. Sensational extension, echoing into 2005 but rooted in 2003's seeds, two undercover SAS men, possibly E Squadron affiliates, are captured by rogue Iraqi police, beaten bloody and paraded on TV. The response? A defiant rescue op where SAS storms the station with armored warriors, defying orders, blasting through walls in a blaze of glory to snatch their own from torture's jaws. Back in 2003, similar close calls. A foiled Mosul op sees an armored Land Rover seized, ammo crates spilling secrets, forcing E Squadron to abort mid-mission, exfiling under mortar barrage. These aren't clean Hollywood hits, they're gritty, sweat-soaked sagas. Betrayed informants turning double agents, narrow escapes from rooftop snipers, and unearthed chemical caches that hint at Ali's lingering poison legacy. Echoes of the abyss, unseen scars and lingering shadows, deeper we dig, and the plot thickens with untold horrors. E Squadron's web extends to destroying nascent terrorist bases, brewing chemical nightmares mirroring Ali's atrocities, ops where teams infiltrate fortified compounds, rigging C4 under the noses of guards, then vanishing as explosions rip the night. One leaked raid at war's dawn, SAS storms a regime outpost, capturing intel on Scud launchers, but E Squadron's twist adds the thrill, booby-trapped doors hand-to-hand with elite Republican guards and a high-speed chase through dunes evading helicopter gunships. The cost? Whispers of fallen operators, bodies repatriated in secret, their stories sealed in redacted files. Yet their legacy, decimated networks, saved coalitions, and a fragile peace teetering on the edge. As the 2003 sands shift into eternity, E Squadron dissolves back into legend, but the questions scream louder. What classified horrors remain buried? Who were the double agents that nearly doomed them? And in today's fractured globe, are these ghosts still hunting? This saga's just the prelude, the vault's cracking open wider. Thirsting for more edge-of-your-seat exposés on the world's covert crusades? Lock in now. Subscribe to Behind Veiled Truths on YouTube, smash like, drop your theories in the comments, and join thousands unveiling the unseen. Next up, the increments, Afghan Phantoms and beyond. Don't miss it. HTepisode WBR YouTube.com @ Behind Veiled Truths. The veil thins, will you peer through?